Hi friends, my name is Veera Raghavaiah. In this video I am going to talk about two things that influence Dharma very heavily. One is biased thinking and the second is love towards other people. Let me explain. Let me start with the first thing, biased thinking. Let me explain this with an example. Once upon a time, there was a jackal in the forest and it was searching for food. It was hungry. After roaming for some time, it found one grape tree, but the grapes were hanging at some height from the top of one tree. So it wants to catch those grapes by jumping. It tries to jump and catch those grapes. It jumps for a long time, but it finally fails to eat them. It cannot catch the grapes at height. So after an hour of attempt, it gets tired and it finally thinks, anyway, these grapes are sour. I am not losing much by being not able to eat them. That's how it convinces itself and leaves from that place. This is called biased thinking, right? Interpreting the situation according to the need, irrespective of what is the fact, right? So let me give some more examples from people's lives. For example, there is a thief. A thief goes to rob in some rich person's house, right? The most likely thing a robber or a thief thinks is, okay, this rich person must have become rich by looting many other people. That's an excuse for him, right? But factually, that person may have become rich by saving money without spending, or he may have put a lot of effort to earn money. He may have invented something. So many things could have happened, right? So, but the thief does not want to think about the other angles. This is called biased thinking. Why does this happen, right? So every person does many things in life for their happiness, right? Do a lot of actions. When people do certain actions, every action has many angles associated with it, right? Several angles. And people tend to think about they think of all the angles, but take only the angle that is satisfactory for them, right? So, and they deny and don't think about the other angles, that they don't think in detail. They know all angles, but they just deny the angles to an action, a situation that is not satisfactory for them, that does not give happiness. This is a biased thinking. What happens because of this biased thinking is people can do mistakes, they can commit crimes, they can be adharmic, they can do wrong things, right? So people who are honest and good people, they do unbiased judgment of all angles before doing any action. So this is how the biased thinking influences people. This biased thinking not only influences dharma, but it also influences the scientific temperament, rationality, and the advancement of any society as a civilization. Advancement of civilization is heavily affected by this biased thinking. And the second thing that can influence dharma heavily is love towards others. Suppose there is a person who loves the other person, he will not cheat the other person, right? There are some people who do corruption and cheating, right? So these people cheat others and do corruption on others because they don't love others. They don't do the same corruption and cheating on their family members, correct? Why? Because they love their family members, but they cannot love others. There is one way love can be attained on the society, right? People should have some leisure time, everybody in their life, so that they can look at the environment, they can look at the nature, they look at different animals and people, they build up love on them. If people are too busy, too much occupied, that they spend all their time like watching TV, playing in mobiles, or earning money, or doing job something, without time to even think about their own life, right? If they don't have even time to even plan their life and just keep doing something, how can they plan their life correctly? How can they even think about people around them? So they cannot, they will not have any emotional bonding with others in the first place, right? So it is important to have some leisure time, some thinking time, some planning time, or some time to engage with the environment, right, with the people, so that your people build love. So it's very important. So this gives an opportunity for people to love other people, and that way the tendency to do corruption, cheating reduces actually, or doing crime, the crime rate also reduces. Some people say that okay, meditation reduces the crime rate or cheating. Yeah, so meditation is probably one way to bring calmness into the mind so that people can think about others, but it's not mandatory, right? If people have some leisure time and some thinking time in their life, some relaxing time, that is sufficient to engage with the environment and think about people and build proper attachment with society. Why this? Okay, so why this love is so influential on Dharma is particularly because most of the people do actions in their lives based on their feelings. Rarely people do things based on the rules, right? If a person is doing something to other person, it's because of his love or hatred, mostly influenced by ego or love or hatred, and very little it is influenced by their rules, right? So people follow their emotions, not rules. So that is why love is very important in maintaining dharma in the society. These things, right, the biased thinking and unbiased thinking and love, these important concepts of psychology must be introduced in the lessons for children as general knowledge. The so-called general knowledge that is right now taught in the schools is a junk. It only talks about something like Eiffel Tower's height or certain castles date of construction. But this is all junk knowledge. It's not useful in any way. People can anyway know about them as they grow, right? So what is important is becoming a civilized person. So that's why. So what happened in the modern society is with the advancement of technology, people invented a lot of things. So people, out of dharma, artha, kama, moksha, they concentrated on only artha and kama, means basically earning and enjoying, right? They forgot about dharma. So basically how to live a correct life, dharmic life, and be a more civilized people, more good people, right? This element is missing altogether in the education system. It's good. It will be good if all governments introduce and make it compulsory for children to learn about these important concepts of psychology, so that the development or civilization becomes a complete thing rather than haphazard thing, a wrong. The civilization should not go in a wrong way, right? So please share this with every person on the earth.